Hello everyone, this is Mayuri Patel. So today I'm going to explain the week 5 discussion question. So the first is Sarbanes-Oxley Act 2002, US response to Enron and WorldCom scandals. Their focus on improve accuracy and accountability in financial report. Their provision section 302 Axis must certify financial statements, Sections 404 internal controls, and PCAOB's overseas audits. So it's boosted investor confidence but costly for small firms. The second is Dodd-Frank Act 2010. So I'm going to explain the second one. So discussing the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act of 2010. This law was passed in the United States after the 2008 financial crisis, which revealed major weaknesses in the financial system and left millions of people struggling. So, the purpose of the regulations, the main purpose of the Dodd-Frank Act was to make the financial system more stable, transparent, and accountable. It aimed to prevent another too big to fail situation by regulating large financial situations. It created the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which ensured that banks and lenders treat consumers fairly. It introduced volcano rules, which limited risky trading by banks. And it requires stress tests and stronger capital reserves so that banks could survive another financial downtime. So, their effectiveness, the act has had a real impact. The CFPB has returned billions of dollars to consumers who were misled by unfair practices. Regular stress testing has made US banks more resilient and less likely to collapse in a crisis. So it restores some public trust in the financial system by prioritizing consumer rights and accountability. However, there have been a criticism. So smaller communities banks often struggle with the heavy compliance requirements. Some part of the law have been rolled back in the recent years, reduce its reach. So, overall, while not perfect, the Dodd-Frank Act has been largely successful in strengthening financial ethics and reducing systematic risk. It shows how regulations can balance corporate power with the ethical responsibility to protect society and the economy. So, the third one is UK Consumer Rights Act. So I just explained the just a little bit overview. So unified UK consumer law for the goods, services, and digital content. Their main rights to 30 days refund for faulty goods, clear standards for digital content, and protection from unfair terms. They helps consumers but rely on awareness and enforcement. So the next is GDPR. This was is 2018. Their European-wide data protection law. Their major effectiveness is consent, access, and deletion rights. 72 hours breaches notification, fine up to 20 million euro or 4% of the global revenue. So their impact globally on data practices and challenging for the SMEs. So this are the references. Thank you.